Luna, speak.
Hi, and welcome back to Luna's Canine Academy. I'm Travis. We've got June back. We are trying to tackle stairs. She is absolutely 100% terrified of stairs. As you can see, we're sitting on the stairs. She's using me as a security blanket, and she is panting. She is not happy. So there's a few ways that we start dealing with this. First and foremost, get them near the stairs. This can be a bit of a struggle. She's been carried up and down because her kennel's upstairs at her house. It's been carried up and down the stairs. Well, once she gets upstairs, she gets in her kennel. She doesn't want to come out because she knows the next action is stairs. So what we're going to do is we're going to break her of this fear of being near the stairs. So what we're doing right now is simply exposure and desensitization. We've been sitting by the stairs now for about 10 minutes. As you can see, she's still panting. She's still nervously looking around. She's trying to escape. That's a mental escape that she's attempting. So right now we're just kind of waiting. We're giving her pets and loves. We're, trying to make sure that she's comfortable. Sorry, I keep trying to move her collar because it keeps shifting to the right there. So we're just kind of giving her away, little pets, trying to get her attention on us instead of being on the stairs. Now, we had a small breakthrough before I started recording in the fact that she sniffed the banisters, the railings here. She was sitting here. She looked up the stairs, she looked at me, and then she got curious about the banister. That is fantastic. It means that some of her fear reaction to just the height of the stairs or whatever the case was secondary in her mind for just a split second, okay, which is fantastic. So this is probably going to be a pretty long process. We're going to record it all, but we'll cut out the boring parts. But the majority of today is simply going to be hang out by the stairs. This follows the first principle of socialization, which is desensitization, getting the dog to an area and just letting them experience it through exposure. Exposure is not forced contact, right? Dragging her up the stairs, all that fun stuff. Sometimes you do have to move the process along. You can't always let your dog retreat. However, in this case, the fear comes from approaching the stairs. And why do I know this? I've put her on the stairs. I've put her midway up the stairs and she's come down perfectly fine. No wobbling, no unsteady feet. She just comes down. I've put her close to the top. She climbs to the top just fine. The fear here is approaching the stairs, both at top and bottom. Okay. So now looked like she was going to get into a down, which is good because that would be a surrender to the area. As you can see, she's still in that seated position. She's doing fantastic. So what we've been doing is just sitting by the stairs, doing a little bit of other training. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for a here, if she'll look at me. Here. June. I know you're sitting on my lap there, kiddo. Can we stand you up? She's escaping. She's trying to look anywhere but the stairs. Can we do a touch? No, we're still not going to do that. Okay. So with her sitting on me, using me as a safety blanket, this is technically rewarding a negative behavior. Okay. The negative behavior is being afraid of the stairs, right? So what we're going to do here in a minute, I just want her near the stairs. Here in a minute, I'm going to set her up and turn her around so she's facing the stairs. So that way we can try to get actual training content as far as her looking at me and ignoring the stairs behind me. If she's not looking at the stairs, she has nothing to be afraid of, really, just knowing that she's in the area. Okay, so June, let me move my foot. Come on. Oh, come on. There you go. See how she immediately tried to run? All right, June, come. Yes, good. That was very good. She came at me towards the stairs. She took a treat. Very good. Can I get a touch? Still trying to escape? June, touch. I know the stairs are there, huh? Will you do a sit? Yes, good. Very good. Now marked it with yes. Give her her treat. Here. Yes. She gave me a passing by look. And now I'm going to put the treat on the stair. Then draw her attention to it. Yes, good girl. What that does, it makes this step, this very first step, not scary. She'll continue to take those treats from there for the foreseeable future. So we're going to say, here. Yeah, she gave me a little side eye. Can I get a touch? No, touch. Yes, and I'm going to put the treat on the stair right here. Showed it. Boom. Fantastic. So what we're doing is we're just desensitizing the area and the stair. Here soon, I'm going to try to put it on the second step. Do a little bit of training, try to get on to the third step. A little bit of training, see if we can't get her to move up the stairs here. Okay, but simple enough. It's just to get her attention on us instead of the stairs. So we say, here. We'll try again. June, here. She's looking for the treat. Yes, there's the eye contact. Very good. And then touch. Yes, got a touch. Show her the treat, and I put it here. Come on, get your treat. It's okay. See how she's a little hesitant? She knows where a treat is, but she says, but look at all the stairs. I don't want to go up all those stairs. So we say, June, here. It's still there. Come on. Oh, good touch right here. Yes. You want to put it back on the first stair? Take a step back. Took it just from the first stair. Okay, so we're going to say, she's still nervous. Are you still nervous? That's okay. That's okay. Just being close to the stairs is good. We're going to give her some praise because of where she's at. And we're going to say, touch. Or make me look silly. June, touch. Thank you. Come on, get your treat. Do a slow lure. Come on. She thinks she has to put her foot up on the stair, and that's what she doesn't want. So we're going to kind of keep this. Yeah, come on. Right there. There's your treat. Now, this may seem slow and boring, but we have to get her brain to be calm and compliant. It's the only way she's going to get over her fear of the stairs, because right now in her brain, it's scary mode. Everything about these stairs is absolutely terrifying to her. So we have to wait for that calm surrender for her thinking brain to kick in, and then we can start pushing past this irrational fear of the stairs. So you got to remember, she's been picked up and moved up and down the stairs every time she's had to deal with stairs. This has led to a mindset of, if I'm scared, I'll get picked up and it's okay. We don't want to do that anymore. We want to make sure that she gets over her fears by facing her fears of these stairs. So we're just going to keep asking for small behaviors. Here. Yes, very good. Can I get a touch? Yes, very good. I'm going to put that right there. See, here. I just gave in and gave her that one. I don't want her to get too stressed out about it. This is Sherlock. He's my little dog, mini poodle mix. She's dealing with all sorts of fun things right now. All right. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to move up to a high caliber treat here. What I've got right now are some little training treats. They're peanut butter flavored, and she seems to like them okay. But what we're going to do is we're going to move up to little blocks of cheese to see if we can't move this along. We're going to bring in a high caliber treat. So if you give me just a minute to go grab those, we'll be right back with you. And we're back, and I have cheese. And June loves cheese, don't you? You love the cheese. Get it. Right here. Come on. See how much further she'll go for some cheese? She's already on the second step. Let's see if she'll climb to the third. June, right here. So I kind of came up incrementally. I'm going to put another piece of cheese on the second stair. Right here. Yes. Right here. Come here. Yes, right there. Yes, June, good girl. Keep it. Nope, come on. You're doing fantastic. Yes, you are. Come here, right here. Look at right there. June, here. Touch. Come on, you can do it. Yes. Okay, taking her off the fact that she's on a stair. We're going to give her this another release. Come here, right here. It's right here. Come on. Oh, close. It's okay. That was so good. We got her up to 3 stairs. That was fantastic. And I know that seems silly to celebrate something so small, but I didn't pull, I didn't tug, I didn't force. I simply said, I have cheese. And she said, ooh, cheese? Completely forgot about how scary the stairs are. So what we're going to do, right here, and then up here. We're going to lure into the third piece. Come here. You're good. June. She's now well aware of her surroundings. So we're going to slowly bring her up. Come on. We're going to get her out of this down. That's probably a big problem with why she doesn't want to stretch. So we're going to say, June, up. Come on, up. That's not an up. That's a stretch. You're so funny. Come on, up. Come here. I'll get her walk. There's an up, yes. Turn around. Very good. Come here, June. Yes. Right here. You're standing now. Now you got no reason not to. Come on, I got some cheese up here for you. It was about this time that my wireless microphone went out. So now I have to do a post-edit voiceover. I will try to keep up with the pace of the video and kind of what was going on. It's going to be a little less descript as the day I did it. Because as you can tell by watching the video, I'm actually engaging quite a bit with June back and forth. The main purpose of me moving up and down the stairs while we're doing this is giving her room to evaluate. If I'm cutting off half of the stair and she's trying to get to a treat, she may feel like she has a direct route only to get to those treats. So by moving up and down, giving her the ability to see the whole stair, she may feel like she has the ability to engage the stairs in a much better way. As you can see, I'm just waiting her out. I'm holding on to the cheese, letting her look up, letting her engage with me, and still kind of trying to pull those smaller behaviors out to show that it's okay where she's at, that she needs to be paying attention to me and not the stairs, and moving on as we go up. It was at this point I realized that she wanted to start using the whole stair. And it really let me know that while it's not necessarily the fear of the stair, but the fear of the skinniness of the stairs that really bothers her. It's not the up and down. She feels almost claustrophobic. So as you can see, when I backed away and gave her the ability to stretch her body out, she engaged the stairs willingly to get that cheese. So this is kind of when I realized that I need to be listening to June and how she wants to do this. By sitting in front of her earlier, I was kind of blocking her off. I was acting as an obstacle. So in this case, I'm watching her body language a lot closer, allowing her to retreat, giving her, that was a jackpot, for the fact that she went up so many stairs. Just highly encouraging the fact that her choice was to engage with the training. So I reset her, and I kind of wanted to see if she would just immediately repeat that fact. So I went up the same amount of stairs and kind of just offered her a hand of cheese to see where she was at. As you'll see here in just a moment, the reason she sat was because the cheese was too far away. As I bring my hand closer, it re-engages her, and she begins to willingly move back up the stairs to engage the treat. Right now I am ecstatic. I couldn't be more proud of her taking these steps. Now we have to remember that when we're doing this type of training, when you follow the program, it's allowing the dog to make the choice to obey. This is what builds your reliability. Forcing a dog into compliance will only keep the dog engaged as long as they fear the correction. In this way, we're allowing the dog, June, to make the choice. And when she makes that choice, it removes some of the fear and anxiety that she held originally towards the item of her anxiety. In this case, it was the stairs. At this point, she's up 5 stairs. Willingly up 5 stairs. And then she realizes where she's at, decides, nah, I'm a little too far up, time to go back down. And when that's fine. What I do at this point is try to engage her by, again, placing treats on the stairs to refocus her brain on the goal, and the goal is to get the treats. What I really like to see here is that June is actually thinking about where she's at and what she's doing. This is really important. You can see that she's stressed. She's breathing heavy. She's panting. She tries to mentally escape a little bit. And that's fine, but she's staying where she is. To help kind of ease that, I give her a lot of praise. You saw the head rub. You know, give her lovin's, give her support, let her know that you're doing the right thing. Everything's fine. You're fine. We're fine. Re-engage, give her the piece of cheese. and then slowly let her explore. As you can tell, she's actually now curious. That is curious sniffing of the stair. She's wondering if there's leftover cheese. She's not really worried about the fact that she's stretched over 4 stairs. So now I feel it's time to press my luck. I'm going to move up a stair. As you can see, the leash does begin to get tighter and tighter, but as I go up, she wants to try. She wants to follow. So far, everything's been good at 4 stairs, so she's going to follow me through. Now, her foot missed, and it kind of spooked her a little bit. You can see she was a little hesitant, but that didn't deter her from getting off the stairs. So again, I push my luck. I'm going to step back a step, see if I can't get her to follow. See if she won't take that extra step to meet me one more stair. The cheese is there. I'm just letting her know that everything's okay and praising her for what she's doing. I mean, to be able to overcome the fear and the anxiety that she has about the stairs in this session was amazing. Over the next few minutes, you'll see a repeated pattern of June working her way up some stairs, headed back down, me going up the stairs and back down. So I'll speed this bit up a little bit, but I did want to take a few minutes to discuss why watching this is important. I know a lot of us watch videos and they see these trainers have this dog and they say the word and the dog snaps to it and it's instantaneous and it's amazing and we want every dog to be there. Every dog starts here. There's failures, there's setbacks, there's fear, there's conditioning, there's boundaries, there's corrections, there's bribing with a little bit of cheese. There's all these things. And when I started this process with June, I wanted to really show that it doesn't matter the dog, it doesn't matter so much the breed, but you're gonna have setbacks. You're gonna have a dog that just doesn't listen sometimes, that doesn't want to train that day, that's gonna look at you when you give a command and just stare at you like you just spoke a foreign language. And that's okay. What's important is that we have the patience to understand where the dog is at. Like I spoke about this earlier, that I was not watching June's body language as closely as I should have been. She was telling me that she was okay to start up these stairs, but she didn't want to be pressed against the exterior banister. So when I took a step back and opened up, she was able to stretch her body across the stairs. She went up 3 stairs almost instantly. So had I been paying closer attention, I would have realized that she was ready. And I wasn't letting her. When these things happen, these setbacks, these frustrating behaviors take place, we have to take a minute, disengage from what we want to do, and think about, well, what is the dog trying to tell us? Is the dog tired? Does the dog need to rest? Are we not engaging enough for the dog? Am I not reading the body language properly? And evaluate those things, and then say, okay, well, yes, I'm doing all those things right. Okay, do I need to change up the treat? Do I need to change up the location? Do I need to change up the distraction pattern? Do I need to do something else to engage the dog in such a way that it wants to do what I'm asking the dog to do? And when you take that time to really analyze the behavior of that specific dog, you will see that training will grow in an exponential way. When you learn to teach the dog the way that it wants to learn, the sky's limitless. And this goes for every dog. You may have a dog that's really smart, picks up things, but then won't work unless a treat's involved. And you may have a rather dumb dog that takes a long time to get the behavior, but then does it out of the kindness of its heart because it just likes to see you smile. But when you learn your dog and you learn how your dog wants to learn, it makes it so much easier to put in the behaviors and the tricks and train and get that bonding, that companionship that I think we're all ultimately looking for. Now that we've slowed the video back down, I'm discussing the what not to do in the situation like this. We've spent the time to build some confidence in June. Let her know the stairs aren't that scary, but I will show you exactly what a lot of trainers tell people to do and what a lot of people try to do, especially with prong collars and e-collars and some of the more adverse tools that are out there. So what you're about to see is a demonstration. I'm going to line her up on the stairs and I'm going to walk her directly utilizing the lead towards the stairs. June will lock her body in place and begin to tug backwards. Now she's on a regular flat collar with this ridiculously thick leash. It's not a slip collar, so there's not going to be any discomfort for what's about to happen. I put her in position, and I just wanted to show what a lot of people are doing. They're like, oh, I'm going to lead her up with a treat. And then she doesn't, and then they start pulling. And see how June immediately locks her body in place? She said, nope, I don't want to do that, even for cheese. Because at this point, you're not asking her what she's feeling. You're demanding that she comes with you. Here comes the caveat. We cannot always let our dogs retreat. At some point in time, we have to take steps to move them forward in the training. It's not always going to be ask, bribe, treat, praise, play. Now, while trying to demonstrate this, I wanted to show that June is interested in the cheese. She's just not very interested because of how I'm standing. She knows that at any time, if I stand up with that lead and begin to walk, she doesn't have much of a choice. Thus you see the instantaneous pullback and sitting. Kind of fighting. I don't want to go that way. Now I'm going to show you what you should be doing to move this dog forward in the training if it doesn't want to go up the stairs. We pick up the dog in a very gentle way. We move her up the stairs and place her roughly halfway. At this point, it's up to June to figure out whether she wants to go up or down. She's already on the stairs. Now she gets the chance to be completely hands-free, and she has to make the choice. Where does she want to go? And as you can see, she's not shaking, she's not trembling, she's stopping to get cheese. Here is where you start to do the praise and the engagement for her being on the stairs. Then we repeat this a couple times. Every time, treating, praising, just letting her know that she's making a good choice no matter which way she goes. As you can see, I put her slightly higher up, and she immediately comes down with me. There's actually a big win here, because she stops, and she looks at me, and she's like, where's my snack? I'm on the stairs. Where's my snacks? And so I staggered the treats here so that she has to walk around the stairs. She has to explore the stairs, look for her treats, and this just gives her more time on the stairs. While she's playing on the stairs, I want to try to keep the play going. The treats, the looking at me, the praise. I want to keep that momentum. But at the same time, I don't want to stress her out. So I let her come down, give her a minute. As you can see, I'm not holding the leash. I'm not holding her to the stairs. But I walked up onto the stairs to see if she would continue to follow me. Now at this point, all I'm doing is dropping treats to see what she's going to do. I'm coaxing her a little bit, calling her up, letting her know, hey, this is on you. But I'm just going to sit here and wait. I've got nothing but time. Just to see what she's going to do. And as you can see, we've spent enough time that she's like, well, I've been up the stairs probably 15 times now, so I can just keep going. So we let her. We let her work now. This is what should happen at the end of your training sessions. Find out how much the dog actually took in. In this case, June is still afraid. She's still working on her balance, still working on the commitment to the stair. But look how far up she's come. I think she ended up touching the 8th stair at that before she retreated. That's what I was looking for. How much of this session did she really pick up? And you can tell by my flailing hands and the subsequent pets, I was extremely excited about how the training session ended. Her committing, no holding the leash, no picking her up, putting on the stairs. She just committed to the fact that she was working on the problem. That's all we can hope for. Each little session after that should bring better, faster, more proficient results. And to prove that point, I've got some bonus video for you here at the end. About 20 minutes after this session, I was playing with my dogs upstairs. June was taking a break because she was tired. She'll lay down here in a second. And she decided on her own to come upstairs and play. Take a look. What? Yes. Yes. All right, see you later.
Bye-bye. Get him. There you go. There you go. Come on. Come. Hey, June, there's more snacks up here. No? Luna, look up. June, come. Yes. Sherlock, come. Come. Sherlock, look up. That's my boy. Get your snacks. June, get the snacks. They're right there on your stair. Find them. You gonna take a break on? You gonna take a break? I need a break too. All right. Very good.